On this episode of Talk About Games, we're asking the question, what is your dream game? If you could make any type of game, what would it be?
What kind of game would you make? You can make any game. There are no restrictions. None.
Okay. You know, obviously unrealistic, you would want like a holodeck, but I mean, if you to be totally honest.
Right.
But realistically, what type of game would I want to make? So this is a game where you decide to start on a planet somewhere in a massive galaxy, but not too massive. You know, maybe there's thousands of worlds. The different planets have different races of people on them. But it's like actually a planet. Like you can go down and there's cities and there's places where they build starships and there's places where they go to school and there's places where like the military is, and it's like Grand Theft Auto.
Okay.
It's like Grand Theft Auto in that you could like walk the streets of this planet. So if they're like a warrior race or something like that.
What are the graphics like?
It looks like Grand Theft Auto. It's like an alien society.
Like Spider-Man PS4?
Sure.
Okay.
Like Spider-Man PS4. It's not anything crazy.
Okay.
But it's 3D.
Okay.
But you can get ships and explore, but the ships aren't like fighters.
Does this take place in the future? Is it a real...
This takes place in the, like 500 years from now.
Is it supposed to be like real, like this would be what would happen in 500 years, or is this like a fictional universe?
It's like a fictional universe where like the Earth is like...
So there's aliens.
There's
like
aliens. There's aliens everywhere. And there's all different alien races.
Okay.
And like the humans are like there's a united Earth and everybody has removed all like disease and there's no money and they have like a federation. And they're on some kind of Star Trek, right? Basically.
Sure. Okay.
So, like, if you were with, like, the humans, you'd want to be, like, a captain.
Okay.
And, like, discover things. If you were with, like, the warrior race, you would want to, like, conquer things.
Sure.
And you go out and you can meet the other aliens, and, like, depending how you interact with them, like, it affects, like, maybe you go to war with them, or
would this game be similar to Star Control Origins?
It would be very similar to Star Control Origins.
Where would it differ?
But the way it would differ is you would also be able to be like your person, and it wouldn't have like the 2D asteroids combat. You would have to like give orders to your people, and like because all the ships are big, like you can't fly it like a fighter. Like there's no fighters. So like space battles, like you could actually have to get off the bridge and like go. You could like leave in the middle of the battle and like transport over to the other ship or like get a shuttle, and like there would actually be an other ship that you could like poke a hole in and like start walking around and like killing their people or like taking prisoners or whatever.
Okay.
You know, so
it seems like in your game like anything could happen really.
Yeah, like the space battles take a long time. It's not like you just shoot the enemy ship and it disappears.
Right. It's not like pew pew.
It's like naval combat in like World War I. Like eventually, like you could colonize a planet and the people would start building buildings, and if you came back in a year,
it's like developed.
It's developed. There'd be like hundreds of buildings, and you could walk around. And
so your game is very deep and complicated, and it's like a whole world. Of things happening.
Like imagine if there was like 10,000 worlds in a game. And you could be doing colonies on all of them and come back like Animal Crossing, like a year later and like visit them and they like remember, oh, we remembered that you founded this colony.
And what you're saying, like you mentioned in the beginning, it's not like there's a billion planets and then you go to a planet and it's like there's not really much to do. You pick up a rock or something stupid.
Yeah.
It's like there's different, unique, awesome things to do on every planet.
Right, like there could be like we would have like 1,000 different kinds of anomalies. And the different anomalies, like, oh, you go on this planet, now you're all blue. Or you go on this planet and it makes you giant. Or you go on this planet and it, like, your like, away team people start, like, coughing. And you have to, like, make a vaccine for them.
It almost seems like what you're saying is it would be kind of like real life. It seems like you want to go to outer space.
Yeah.
For real. in real life.
Exactly.
And this is your escape to be able to do that.
But it could be formulaic. It could be like, oh, well, if you start a colony on a forest planet, it would do way better than if you started a colony on like a planet that had no oxygen and like everybody's in suits.
Right.
Like if you came back to the one where everybody was in suits, they'd be building domes.
Right.
But if you came back to the one where it's like a forest,
like if you land on a planet that's you know, a tropical island, that's good. But if they land you on a planet where you're at the bottom of the ocean drowning, that's bad. You would have to ride a chicken to safety.
right?
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it's funny that you're bringing up a game like Atlas. Like Atlas and Ark are doing part of what I would want the game to be.
Yeah.
But then there's the whole.
But then they fucked everything up.
Then they fucked. Yeah, they fucked everything up. But then there's the whole.
That's Atlas.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah. But like. I wouldn't need like all the crafting, like I'm going to build a wall here. It's more about like talking with the people and just making decisions. It's not about being the cool fighter pilot.
Okay.
It's more about...
But there would be action.
There'd be action. I think most of the action would be like in the ship, like shooting.
Okay.
Because it's a video game.
Yeah, right.
Like a video game, you want to like shoot
right.
and stab and stuff. It's not... That's easier to do, you know?
So I think what you're saying is like when you would beam down to like planets and stuff like that, there'd be a lot of objectives, almost like, I don't want to say like side missions, but sort of side missions.
It would be all side missions.
Yeah,
the game has no point. You play it as long as you want to like see what happens. Like you could literally say that I'm going to shepherd this one planet to be successful and like get elected.
And just worry about that.
Get elected as their leader and
let the rest of the galaxy go to shit.
It's just going on. It's just going on around you and you're dealing with things.
All right. Well, as you started talking about this, I was kind of internally laughing because my idea is somewhat similar in that there has never been a really good Star Trek game.
No shit! By the way, we didn't talk about this before.
We specifically kept this
at all.
Yeah. So, but my idea is different though.
Okay.
So, my idea is specifically Star Trek.
Okay.
Star Trek.
It has the license.
It has the Star Trek license, and what I would like to see is a licensed Star Trek game. It could be like on Steam or PS4 or whenever like, I don't know, PS5 comes out or something like that. It wouldn't even need to be though, because I would want the game to be something more like The Messenger or Shovel Knight or something like that, as if a really, really, really good Star Trek game came out in like 1994 on the Super Nintendo, but it was the game we really wanted with like actual fun gameplay.
Okay.
But I want a Star Trek game where it's like semi like a platformer type of thing, but so you beam down and maybe it's like, you know, Data and it's an away mission.
So it's next gen.
Well, no, that's the other part I was going to get to. It's everything. It would be the original series, next gen, DS9, Voyager, and that's it. So let's say you go to next gen. So now you are Picard or whatever. You pick your guy and you go down to the planet and you do your thing that you're supposed to do. If you have the tricorder, you're gonna go like do something and collect something that you need, but you're running through a planet, you're like zapping people because it's still a video game. You want it to be fun.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking.
Yeah. So none of this like you're walking around real slowly and like it's just boring. No, just like have a little liberty with it and actually make it fun. And then the other part of it is like the spaceship battles. And kind of like you're saying, I don't want just like a laser comes out and the ship blows up. Like it's fine, but it should be better than that. Like the ship combat needs to be more interesting.
You played FTL, right?
A little bit with you, not much.
FTL did a good job of it, where like you're targeting their shields or you're targeting specific things, and the air gets sucked out, so you have to close the little doors and do repairs and stuff.
I knew that was going to be part of the comment. People would just say, "Mike, play." You know,
no, but FTL doesn't. The problem with FTL is you're always running from the bad guys, and every encounter is there's a limited set of encounters. So FTL is not Star Trek. It's It's FTL. It's a very specific thing. By the way, the second game that those people made, Into the Breach, is awesome.
But my game specifically would be, it would be like The Messenger in that, and why I'm using that example, it would be 16-bit and 8-bit. I feel like maybe...
Would you make the original series 8-bit?
Yes.
And next gen 16-bit?
Next gen would be 16-bit, and then maybe like DS9 would be like 32-bit.
Yeah.
You know, and like whatever. Yeah. Voyager maybe 64 or something. Yeah. I don't know. Probably not. I probably wouldn't do. It wouldn't be 3D. It would all be 2D.
Taser, Mr. Scott.
Yo, did you see that animation? Holy shit!
That looked like shit. It would be like the best game on the system. It would be the Zelda.
So it would have really good puzzles, really good levels.
It's really... as good as Super Metroid.
Yeah.
But the idea is that it would come out for real. It would come out like on Steam probably or PS4, and it would just be like, you know how like Bloodstained and whatever, or The Messenger was like, it was like the game of the year.
Yeah.
It would be like the game of the year. It would be fucking awesome, but it would be Star Trek. That'd be my game.
I'm sure that CBS would love that, given how well things are going with their canceled. Movie.
There would be no J.J. Abrams verse. It just that wouldn't exist. It would be none of that. That's why I said it's as if it came out like in the 90s because it's none of the new shit. None of it.
I'm so surprised we basically like picked like two sides of the same coin. It's funny. Yeah. Hey, at least we're predictable, right? You get to watch the.
So, if you guys have any Star Trek games that you'd like to see made as well,
Star Trek games. Yeah. Our three choices we talked about were like modern, retro, holodeck. There's really no like. That's basically where we're at. Just so you know.
Fuck.
You know, so you know, we'll see you and all the Dabo girls in the holosuites. Have a good one.
Thanks for watching.